The ocean covers over 70% of our planet, yet we've explored less than 5% of it. Down there, sunlight fades into blackness, and the pressure could crush steel. It's a world that doesn't play by our rules, where evolution has created creatures that defy imagination. Some are ancient survivors, others look like they belong on another planet. So today, we're diving into that darkness to uncover the top 10 most terrifying creatures lurking in the ocean. Before we begin, let me know in the comments where are you watching from and what time is it for you right now? 10. The Fangtooth fish, the demon of the deep at first glance. The Fangtooth looks like a creature born in nightmares. It's small, barely 6 inches long, but its fangs are longer than those of any fish its size. If its teeth were any bigger, they'd pierce its own skull. It lives thousands of feet below the surface, in a world with no sunlight and temperatures close to freezing. Up here, life depends on vision, but in the deep, it's all about sensing movement. The Fangtooth hunts by feeling pressure changes in the water, detecting even the faintest flutter of prey. When it finds something, it doesn't hesitate. It lunges with incredible speed, snapping its jaws like a trap. Its dark, almost leathery body helps it vanish into the surrounding blackness, making it one of the most efficient ambush predators in the deep. Scientists who've studied the Fangtooth say it can survive pressure 500 times greater than what we feel on land. Imagine existing in a place where sound barely travels, light never reaches, and every creature is either a hunter or hunted. That's the world the Fangtooth rules. Silent, cold, and endlessly hungry. 9. The giant isopod, the ocean's creeping corpse eater. The giant isopod looks like something you'd expect to find crawling out of a horror movie, not the bottom of the ocean. It's a massive armored crustacean, a distant relative of the common pillbug, but stretched and magnified to monstrous proportions. Some can reach over 30 inches in length. It roams the seafloor, scavenging on the remains of dead whales, fish, and even squid that sink from the surface. These meals are rare, so the isopod has evolved a chilling survival method. It can go without food for months, even years. When it does eat, it gorges until its body swells like a balloon. Divers who've captured footage describe its slow, unsettling movements. It doesn't swim fast. It doesn't need to. In the deep sea, patience is everything. There's something eerie about how ancient it feels, like it belongs to a different era of Earth, a leftover from a world where giant insects ruled the planet. And when it crawls across the carcass of a whale, picking it apart piece by piece, it's a reminder that down there, nothing ever really goes to waste, not even death. 8. The frilled shark, the living fossil. The frilled shark is often called a living fossil, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Its body looks more like an eel than a shark, stretching over 6 feet long. Its mouth is lined with over 300 needle-like teeth, arranged in multiple rows that curve inward. Once something enters that mouth, there's no escaping it. This species has remained almost unchanged for over 80 million years, meaning it swam the oceans when dinosaurs still roamed the land. It lives in deep, dark waters, usually below 4,000 feet, and surfaces only by accident, often dying when brought up by fishing nets. In 2007, a one was filmed alive off the coast of Japan. Its movement was slow, almost serpentine, as if it were gliding through time itself. Watching it feels like peering into the prehistoric ocean, an echo from an age long before humans. Scientists believe the frilled shark's hunting style is similar to that of snakes. It coils its body and strikes forward, swallowing prey whole. Its main diet consists of squid and small fish, which it ambushes in total darkness. There's a quiet horror to the frilled shark. It doesn't need speed, strength, or modern adaptations to survive. It simply endures the perfect predator, unchanged for millions of years. 7. The goblin shark, the deep sea's living nightmare of all deep sea creatures. None look as unnerving as the goblin shark, with its translucent pink skin, protruding snout, and horrifying extendable jaws. It's often described as a living nightmare. It can grow up to 12 feet long, and unlike most sharks, its jaw isn't fixed. It can shoot out like a spring-loaded trap, snatching prey in a fraction of a second. When this happens, the goblin shark's face seems to explode forward, a sight so alien it doesn't look real until you've seen it in motion. Its body is soft and flabby, built for slow drifting in the depths rather than fast swimming. It relies on electroreception to detect the faint electric pulses of prey, like fish or squid, even in total darkness. The goblin shark has been around for over 100 million years, making it one of the oldest surviving shark species. It's rarely seen because it lives in waters deeper than 4,000 feet. Most encounters come from accidental captures in deep-sea nets, strange pale bodies hauled up from the black abyss, like ghosts from another time. When scientists first studied one, they couldn't believe it was real. The pink pink fleshy skin almost looked human, and those teeth long, narrow, needle-like, looked designed to tear rather than chew. If the ocean had its own version of a ghost story. 6. The colossal squid, giant of the abyss for centuries. Sailors spoke of monstrous tentacled beasts dragging ships into the deep. Most dismissed it as legend until the colossal squid proved the myth was real. It's the largest invertebrate on Earth, growing up to 46 feet long and weighing nearly half a ton. But what truly sets it apart are its tentacles, lined not with simple suckers, but with swiveling hooks. These hooks can rotate 360 degrees, tearing into prey with horrifying efficiency. The colossal squid's eyes are the largest in the animal kingdom, roughly the size of a human head. These massive eyes allow it to detect movement in near total darkness, giving it a huge advantage in the deep Antarctic waters it calls home. Despite its enormous size, it's rarely seen alive. Almost everything we know about it comes from specimens recovered from the stomachs of sperm whales, their natural enemies. Some whales have been found covered in deep scars, proof of violent underwater battles between the two giants. Scientists believe the colossal squid spends most of its life hovering motionless, waiting for prey to come close. When something does, it attacks in an instant, wrapping it in its tentacles and dragging it into its beak. The idea that such a creature exists in our modern world, unseen, enormous, and capable of fighting whales, is both fascinating and terrifying. And it's only one of many secrets the deep sea still hides. The creatures we've seen so far are only the beginning. From here on, things get far darker and far stranger. In part 2, we'll meet 5 ocean dwellers so powerful, so mysterious, and so deadly that even the colossal squid seems tame compared to them. Stay tuned, because what's coming next will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about the ocean. 5. The Gulper eel, the monster with the expandable mouth you ever wanted. Proof that the deep sea defies all logic. Meet the Gulper eel. It looks like something designed by a horror artist. A long, black, whip-like body ending in a balloon-shaped mouth that can open wider than its own head. Its jaw can expand like a net, allowing it to swallow prey almost as large as itself. This strange creature lives between 3,000 and 9,000 feet below the surface. Down there, food is scarce, so the Gulper eel has evolved to eat whatever it finds. Fish, squid, even other eels. It doesn't chase, it waits. Then, in one horrifying gulp, it opens its massive mouth and engulfs everything nearby. It also has a glowing pink light at the end of its tail, which it uses as a lure. The light flickers in the dark, drawing in curious prey like moths to a flame. And when they get too close, the Gulper eel strikes. What makes it truly unsettling is how alien it appears when seen in motion. Its thin, elastic body moves like smoke in water, and its jaws open with an unnatural smoothness. It doesn't even look alive in the usual sense, more like a shadow given form. 4. The deep-sea dragonfish, the predator that glows. Dragonfish is small, usually under a foot long, but don't be fooled by its size. It's one of the most efficient killers in the deep. It lives over a mile beneath the surface, where sunlight never reaches. Its body is almost transparent, its skin lined with bioluminescent organs that allow it to produce its own light. But here's the catch. Most deep-sea creatures can only glow in blue light. The dragonfish is one of the few that can glow red, a wavelength, invisible to its prey. That means it can hunt in total darkness without being seen. Its fangs are long and glass-like, almost invisible when its mouth is open. It has a barbel, a thin glowing lure that dangles from its chin to attract prey, and when the moment is right, it lunges forward, impaling its target before it even knows what happened. Its stomach can even light up from the inside, helping it camouflage itself against faint light from above. The dragonfish looks like something straight out of a sci-fi film, but every part of its design is real, the product of millions of years of evolution in one of the harshest places on Earth. It's not just terrifying, it's perfectly adapted to invisibility and death. 3. The Viperfish, the terror with the jaws of needles. Viperfish is often called the pit bull of the deep. It's small, usually under 2 feet long, but its bite is one of the deadliest in the ocean. Its lower jaw is lined with long, curved fangs so big that they don't fit inside its mouth. Instead, they fold backward when it closes its jaws. It's an ambush predator, lying perfectly still in the darkness until something swims too close. Then, in a blur of motion, it snaps forward, impaling its prey. Viperfish hunt in total blackness, relying on light-producing cells along their sides to attract victims. These lights flash in rhythmic patterns, each species with its own unique signal. But perhaps the most disturbing thing about the viperfish is how it looks when it opens its mouth. Its jaw can unhinge, stretching wide enough to swallow prey nearly half its size. Combined with those glassy, dagger-like teeth, it looks more demon than fish. Even scientists who've studied it for years admit it's one of the most intimidating sights in nature. There's no warning, no escape, just a flash of light, a quick strike, and silence. It may not be the biggest predator in the ocean, but pound for pound, it's one of the most efficient killing machines evolution has ever. 2. The black dragonfish. The shadow of the deep. The black dragonfish is a nightmare that glows. It lives in some of the darkest parts of the ocean, nearly 6,500 feet below the surface, and its entire body is built for stealth and fear. Its long, slender body is jet black, almost invisible in the darkness. Its teeth, translucent and needle-thin, look more like shards of glass than bone. When light hits them, they vanish, making its bite impossible to see coming. What makes this creature so remarkable is its bioluminescence. Like the dragonfish, it can produce red light, invisible to most other deep-sea animals. But the black dragonfish also uses a green-blue glow to communicate with its own kind. Females grow up to 15 inches long, while males rarely exceed 2 inches and don't even have functioning mouth. The females do all the hunting, using their glowing barbel as bait. The light pulses in eerie rhythm, hypnotizing prey until they get close enough to strike. It's a world of quiet death. No sound, no warning, just light and teeth. And when scientists first captured footage of the black dragonfish in motion, they described it as hauntingly beautiful. It's elegant, deadly, and ancient, a perfect predator in the dark, designed by nature to survive where almost nothing else can. 1. The anglerfish. The face of the deep sea's horror there. It's one creature that defines the terror of the deep more than any other. The anglerfish, if you've seen images of it, you already know why. The anglerfish looks like something born from a nightmare. A swollen, round body, sharp, glassy teeth, and a single glowing lure extending from its head like a lantern. That light is what makes it so deadly. In the crushing blackness of the deep ocean, the lure shines soft just enough to attract curious prey. Small fish, shrimp, or squid swim closer, drawn by the glow. Then, in a flash, the anglerfish snaps its massive jaws shut, swallowing its victim whole. It lives up to a mile below the surface, where no sunlight ever reaches. Everything about it is designed to survive there, from its expandable stomach to its glowing lure, which is actually filled with bioluminescent bacteria that lives symbiotically inside it. But the real horror of the anglerfish lies in how it reproduces. The males are tiny, barely an inch long, and when they find a female, they latch onto her body with their teeth. Over time, their bodies fuse, their organs dissolve, and they become nothing more than living attachments, supplying sperm whenever needed. One female can have several males fused into her body, a cluster of parasitic mates attached to her sides. It's one of the most bizarre and unsettling examples of evolution in the animal kingdom. To see one in motion is to see the deep ocean's truth, a place where life has adapted in ways that look monstrous to us, but make perfect sense in a world of eternal night. The anglerfish isn't just a predator. It's a symbol of the deep itself, strange, lonely, and terrifyingly perfect. The creatures you've just met are only a glimpse of what lurks beneath the surface. For every species we know, there are dozens, maybe hundreds, we've never seen. The ocean's depths are the last true frontier on Earth, a realm where evolution has written its own rules. In that world of silence and shadows, beauty and horror are the same thing. Every year, new species are discovered. Some no bigger than your hand, others large enough to swallow you whole. And for every mystery we solve, another appears. So next time you stand by the shore and look out at that endless blue, remember, beneath those waves lies another world. A world of darkness, teeth, and light. A world that doesn't care who's watching. The question is, if we've only seen 5% of it, what's hiding in the rest?